Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we got some pretty cool news when it comes to the PlayStation 2. Now, you guys might be thinking, why do we care about the PlayStation 2 in 2024? Well, I'm going to go and tell you guys. Right now, we've kind of seen a really big stint of PlayStation 3 games having a chance to get officially ported on over to the PlayStation 5. So it's like natively being able to be played and utilized on the console itself. But we've also kind of seen a lot of cool stuff when it comes to PS1, PS2, PSP, retro games, streaming, and all of that. But I'm going to go talk to you guys about something that got really, really big in regards to PlayStation 2, where pretty much anyone can have a chance to go and play the games, and also legally, if you guys do own the ROM and own the actual, physical disc itself, and as well the fact that it's actually probably going to be better than probably anything that PlayStation has a chance to offer. So if you guys ever want to have that random nostalgia kick, want to check out some PS2 games, or as well just want to go relive some games you guys played back in the day, this is going to be the video for you guys. So let's go talk about this huge, massive PCSX 2 update, the fact that you can play the PlayStation 2 pretty much anywhere, even on your PC and phone, the Steam Deck, etc., and how cool this is going to be. So make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. We have the Twitter and Twitch room down below in case you guys like to go and follow. Hopefully I have no issues with the video too as well, because we've had a little bit of a setup change up. So let's go talk about it. So if you guys do not know what we're talking about, right now, there is a brand new emulator. Well, it's not really brand new, but brand new update for an emulator over here that is regards to the PCSX2. This is the 2.0 version, and well, if you guys let me go and sit here and cook, we can go give you guys some cool stuff. So as you guys can probably go and see on the screen itself, we're going to be talking about, well, all of this, where at the end of the day, don't mind me being huge here for a second, like I said, setup stuff, I'll go a little bit of time over here. So the PCSX2 is a popular open source emulation for the Sony PlayStation 2, and the PCSX2 version 2.0 is now officially out and available. This is the past few days, it's been coming out, and it's huge. Huge changes, huge improvements, and basically the fact if you want to run and play almost any PS2 game, you can. So there's many changes, in fact. They're even saying it's difficult to give a summary of what's new. I'll try my best to give you guys some good stuff, but at the end of the day, pretty much everything has been improved. Now, in case you guys are curious, you guys can see. If you guys don't know, emulators are basically like they have a chance to run the ROM file. So basically, just imagine like the core files of a game, like an N64 game, a PS2 game, PS1 game, sometimes even an Xbox 360 game. And they have the original core files. And because you have those files, how they run it like how it is on Steam, you have access to everything. You can update them. You can make the game run more efficiently at a higher frame rate. You could add HD textures. You could do a lot, add mods, whatever it might be, because in the law and theory is that if you own the game, like a physical version of the game itself, like a physical disc in your hand, in your closet, in your storage, in your game collection, whatever, you are in theory entitled to the ROM itself. So it's like the raw files for it, so you can then go utilize it and play it on, say, your PC, on your Steam Deck, as I mentioned. So here's kind of a rough example of how to have like a UI for it. We have like Ben 10, we have Avatar, The Last Airbender, Code Lyoko, Crash Bandicoot, Crash Mind Over Mutant, Crash of the Titans, Crash Twinsanity, Burnout 3, Bully, all of these games that could be available. And all you have to do is basically just start the file, start the disk, and you can run up the game and play anything you want as of this point. And this is sick. This is cool. Like the PlayStation 2 is beloved to a lot of OG cool original games and one of my more favorite consoles back in the day. And this is huge because they've had a lot of big improvements on this one too when it comes to launching these games. And like I said, some of these things are very easy to run. Like they have a chance to even utilize the AI, where they have like Need for Speed Underground, Grand Theft Auto Vice City, San Andreas, Grand Theft Auto 3, and like all these cool games, like these Disney games, Pixar games, etc., etc. You guys can go over and check it out. They'll have a chance to tell you how long you've been playing the game for, the last time you played the game, how big the actual sizes are, the compatibility issues, have a chance to set up with your controller. Like it's cool. Like emulation's always been very nifty, and I myself have even run things like the Dolphin emulator on my, like for me to go run old school GameCube games. All games I legally own, and it's very, very cool to go and see. And this is why I think it's a nifty thing, because this is like 20 years of progress. And we've also had a big stint of PS3 games being available, and even PS3 emulation becoming available, and also the PS3 core gameplay being available on the PS5. And they're saying too as well, they've had a chance to change up different widgets, make a better interface to make it look more modern and slick. Cross-platform too as well. The developer said that QT brings it with a slick appearance, more efficient UI backends, provide the perfect opportunity to redo their menus. Like they've updated everything. But as well, they also have the SDL2 now integrationable, which also gives improvements in the controller mapping, different platforms. They also have automatic controller mapping too. So basically, you only have to press like a few different buttons to play. It's not like an ad or something. It's just cool that people spent this time doing this for free. So plugins were removed, but they had automatic game fixes. They have brand new databases of all the games for PS2 stuff. They ship pre-configured fixes to ensure games will be running smoothly too as well, so you don't have to go and change various settings for every game. And this is kind of crazy to go and see. They have big picture mode. They have their various game modes too as well, all in regards now for kind of keeping the game preservation of old school games out here. And this is cool. Where the PS2 emulation, once again, is bringing a lot of attention. We've seen a lot of articles with this, and I love this. I'm a big game preservation guy, physical games as well. I don't know why, I do actually like that. I grew up with that. I like that. I want future kids, my own kids, to have a chance to have physical versions of games or check out games I grew up playing. So the update comes 4 years after the previous stable version. So it's been a 4-year release. And then during which time the emulators also received over 6,000 changes and over 100 million downloads and celebrated over 20 years as well, and got a huge attention on the actual official release. And this is big. Like I said, this is huge. So like I said, they have new UI, as I showed you guys, plugins, simplified configuration files, game fixes, everything. They also had things like fast mem, EE and VU recompiler optimization, Vulkan support. They have better sounds, improved controller mapping, and also even retro achievements added. Like, they have added so much stuff to basically make this the perfect PS2 emulation. And once again, this is not like a sponsor. Like, we obviously download stuff, do everything with your own, your own risk or whatever. Bro, like, a lot of people have liked this stuff. A lot of people creep through emulation. And sometimes, like, if it's not easily accessible, viable, usable, or very expensive, sometimes I'm like, whatever, go emulate it. If you own the game, why not? It's legal, why not? So they have things like, look at this, like Ridge Racer is now using cool things. They have huge rendering. Some of the textures were weird, but like, this is huge, and it's cool to see. I think it's been quite the journey getting to this point. We all still have plenty more we want to see done, so they're not done even working on this, says the team behind the PCSX 2. So much of this wouldn't even be possible without your support. Hope to see you around. If you ever need help or are looking for ways to get involved or just want to talk as well, they have like the Discord if you just want to join that too on top of that. But it's all around sick. This is really, really, really cool. Like I said, they've had a lot of like articles looking pretty up there on top of that. But like, it's just awesome to see this. Like, I love seeing old school stuff. I like having a chance to check these old school games. And like they're saying too as well, it basically has like future compatibility now for all these future games. And you wouldn't have to worry about setting things up. It's not really hard. And this is like what I wish that PlayStation would have done natively on their console. They basically give every PS1, PS2, PSP game very easily buyable and run it on the PlayStation portal, run it on the console. I understand the PS3 is hard and taking a while, but make it like, you can put like every game for like $5 and you'll get so many people playing. Or do fun events and release old school multiplayer games and do like, here, this one game for this month. Put it on PlayStation Plus. I mean, they've been kind of slowly working on new stuff like that, but that's very cool to see. And they're also saying too as well, like they can basically read old school CHD files too, which are compressed hard drive files. So as well, you can compress games out of your library too on top of this one. Like, this is insane. This is insane to go and see. And people are like, why do you even want to use this? It's like, if you basically have never dabbled with emulators before too as well, it's just really nice. Like, if you just basically own all these legal games, you still have to have like a nice PC to run this and run updated texture files and all of that. But like, it's just really cool to see. And they're also saying too as well, this isn't the same as like Nintendo going for Yuzu, as the Switch is a current console. So basically, this is more of like not trying to re-release PS5 games or even PS4 games and like getting legally sued. This is more of like, hey, like these games were out 20 years ago. You probably love them. PlayStation themselves aren't really reselling them or making them easily accessible, as I mentioned. So like, let's just go make an emulator. And they've not taken action so far. At this point, I think a lot of people are happy with it. And we've seen very good reviews and very good commentary when it comes to all these features as a whole. So I want to hear your thoughts. Like, I just thought it was a fun thing to go and share because this is a perfect thing to set up. Probably takes 20 minutes max to do it. And you can play any game you want in the future, especially games you own. And it's just a cool little nifty thing. Makes me want to do some old school retro things too on the channel or on Twitch as well. So make sure you guys are following the Twitch. Subscribe if you guys are new to the channel. Leave a like if you guys enjoy this little info blast. And at the same time, I love this huge update. Like, it's just cool, good stuff.